Hello and welcome back to FPS Creator Classics, where we take a look at interesting and original games developed in FPS Creator. Today I'm taking a look at the demo for Trait 17, which is I think a zombie game, which was developed in 2009 by Twitch Tweak. So I'll just read you a bit of backstory about it. Step into the role of Sergeant Evan Baker, a well-respected officer in the city of Ravens Hill. Having recently settled with his divorce, Evan is now living in a small one-room apartment on the north side of the city. Evan returns home from a long shift and collapses into his bed for some much-needed rest. He continues to have trouble sleeping at night. Thoughts of his daughter, Grace, fill his head menacingly. How he longed to see her. During the night, Evan hears many loud thuds throughout the apartment complex, but shrugs it off, for he is used to having loud neighbours. But as the night progresses, Evan is awakened by loud shrieks coming from the hallway. Evan realises that the backup generators have been activated. Grabbing his flashlight and duty-issued firearm, Evan opens his door and steps into the darkness. Okay, so things are going wrong. Let's see how badly. Okay. I recognise this music. We've had this before. We've had this in Terror Lab, and I think it also popped up in Froggy Shootout. So, yeah, it's just funny how music gets reused in these FPSC games. Okay, so the loading screen pretty much just tells us what I told you. Obviously, it loads a bit faster on Windows 10 than it used to, so, yeah, I don't know if I would have time to actually read that on Windows 10. Well, actually, it's loading quite slowly, so maybe I would. So, Ravens Hill, that's where we are, that's the city we're in. Okay, and this is our one-room apartment. Definitely a divorcee. And we've got some, yeah, copyrighted movie posters, but I guess this is perhaps the inspiration for the game Zombies. So I'm expecting slow Romero zombies, not fast Danny Boyle ones. What does this say? Can't see what that says. I noticed this though. Look at this. This is old Windows Media Player. I haven't seen that since, well, probably about 2009, which is when this game was made. Got a weapon. Good. What else we got here? 3D game Alchemy. Playboy. Yep. Nice touch. Marachan Ramen. Chips, sunflower brand thick cut chips, some wine. Yeah, okay. I like the decoration. That kind of helps flesh out the character a little bit.
Don't you dare touch me! Stand back! No!
Well, I have no idea what happened, but I know it can't be good. So let's take a look outside. Textures are quite low res. I wonder if Divide Textures is on to try and save a bit of memory. So enter is to open doors and stuff. Oh, we have a shotgun. Whose shotgun is that? I mean, it's not ours. Okay, well that shotgun is very powerful. So powerful in fact that I actually don't really want to use it. I want to save it for actual difficult zombies. Let's go into the gents. Know how us game devs love a toilet. So yeah, the lighting effects in FPSC circa 2009, you can see these ones haven't been rendered properly. There's some issue here where you can actually see every polygon in these urinal models. Really kind of, yeah, it's like there's no smoothing applied to the model. Not sure why that is, but I mean, it's working for some of these models, but just not all of them. So yeah, I put that down to FPSC. Wow, okay. One hit kill. I don't know if there's anything in here. hear zombies. I mean, it's good that they go down with one hit, but... Oh, here we go. Right, bit of... Evan picks up the phone and listens for a tone. His hands are shaking tremendously. He dials the only number that comes to his head. Hello? Karen, it's Evan. Are you okay? Evan, what are you talking about? Something is happening. People are killing each other. What? Evan, you're not making any sense. Karen? Of course it's Karen. Karen, just listen to me. You're not safe. Get Grace and go somewhere safe. Evan, what are you... Karen? 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 The line goes dead. How do I get off this screen? Okay, click is to get rid of that. Right. This is not my first recording of today, and as you can tell, perhaps I'm not quite getting into the horror mood. Again, I hear it, I don't see it. Do you know what? I was expecting Romero zombies, but they're actually quite fast. Now, where's this flashlight then? Okay, F is flashlight. Does it recharge or what? Actually, I don't think I need it. Do you know what? I think the ambience of the entire level went up when I turned the flashlight off. So I can actually just about see. Looks like the flashlight does recharge though, so may as well take advantage of that. Different ways of faking a flashlight in FPSC around this time. This looks to be the one where you increase the ambience of the entire level and then have a HUD pop up on screen with a kind of a vignette effect. So it looks like you're just shining a beam straight forward, but you're actually just obscuring part of the level that's being lit up. I can hear something growling. You can tell that the flashlight effect is not a proper light because there's a brief flash of white as the HUD disappears, but the ambience doesn't quite update. See, those buildings just flashed when I did that. So yeah, the lighting of the entire level is being changed rather than actually just having some sort of local light tied to the player. In future iterations of FPSC, or I should say later iterations, they did actually implement kind of moving dynamic lights and things, and you can actually have proper flashlights, but that was not available at this time. Okay, so we found our way to the edge of this. What have I got to do? Have I got to jump over? I guess so. Why am I struggling so hard? Oh, it's because I can't see these cinder blocks I'm supposed to be jumping on. Okay. So we're trying to find Karen, I guess. This is impossible, Evan thought to himself. Everything was happening so fast. The world had truly turned into a hell on earth in an instant, and he was caught in the middle of it. Evan had to hurry to save Grace, but reaching her would prove to be the ultimate struggle. And there's some... Maybe that's us, maybe that's Evan Baker, dressed to the nines in combat gear. Kind of looks like Colin Farrell. Don't know if it is. Difficult to tell with the effects on it. So let's actually take a moment to appreciate... oh, okay. Yeah, so level design, not bad. There's a good good variety of different entities, and we're definitely getting a kind of a run-down look from the Oh, hang on. Look, you can see him poking through the wall. Okay, fine. Wow, I shot him through the door. And I can't even open that door. I'm pressing enter and nothing's happening. Okay, well, yeah, cool. Yeah, so the lighting's pretty good. It's accurate to where the light fixtures are, so that's nice. As I say, quite run down looking stuff. Ah, that's a shame. These entities, they're missing their texture for some reason. Not sure why that is. Also not sure why you'd have kind of church pews in a sort of a I'm not sure where we are. Is this a bar? I mean, we've got beer on draft here. And some stools. And a kitchen area. So yeah, I guess this is a bar. So yeah, I'm not really seeing any... Well, I don't know if any of this is custom made by the developer, but I know there's a lot of kind of community made content in here. So different entities and furniture. That the bar that we had with the taps and things, that's third party. Okay, this is random, just a kind of a brick courtyard area with nothing in it. The room was littered with test tubes, documents, and strange machines that Evan didn't know even existed. It was like walking into a scene in Frankenstein. What is this? Evan asked himself. But he didn't have time to waste. He had to keep moving. He had to stay alive. But most of all, he had to find Grace. So I'm recording this having just played through Spiders, Benjamin A's kind of playable comic book. Oh, hang on. What do we got here? August 22nd. Subject is beginning to display highly aggressive behaviour. I have bound the subject with stronger material for the night. I will continue my analysis in the morning. August the 23rd. When I woke this morning, the subject was deceased. The serum appears to have counteracted with his blood type. August the 24th. To my surprise, the subject began moving again in the middle of the night. The serum appears to be working. The subject's blood shows a high amount of RH17. Oh, this is... trait 17. We're getting there now. Project Volknar. Weekly report. General Hutchinson. It's been nearly 1 year since I began working on the subjects. The first 12 subjects have proven to be negative. This new subject has held up exceptionally well to the required tests. Although it has not exposed to the serum yet, I feel confident that it will meet our requirements. I am certain that Project Volknar will become active with this subject. I will notify you of the results within the next few days. Sincerely, Victor Pingel? Victor Pingel. Pingel. What kind of name is that? Anyway. This is quite cool, this little lab environment here with the test tubes and the various instruments and things. Some of which appear to be possibly missing their texture. And we're getting that weird thing where there's no smoothing that's been applied to half of these entities. Really hate when FPSC does that. Okay, so I picked up a key. I didn't see that key, but I guess I needed it for something. This is a dead end, so I'm assuming I have to go back the other way. I don't remember seeing anything in this brick courtyard, so yeah, I guess we really are heading back to the start. Perhaps there was a room down here that I need to get into. Oh, we're back in this bar again. So that's weird. Why is there a bar underneath the laboratory? Still though, it's quite atmospheric. Good use of lighting. Well, I don't know what's happened here with this bus entity, but it's, yeah. Texture on that looks kind of a little bit shoddy. Oh my god. Wow, he really came out of nowhere. Okay, that genuinely did make me jump slightly. A little bit of clutter in this sort of outdoor environment. FPSC was always rubbish at outdoor environments, so you really had to kind of try hard to sell the scene. These zombies are incredibly easy to kill, so the only way one of them is going to catch me off guard is if it kind of spawns behind me or spawns around a corner. Like this one. I wonder if I can shoot him through the door. No. Shot him in the arm. Shot him in the wrist. Went down in one hit. Yeah, a little bit too easy, I'm afraid. Still, there might be hordes of them later. Oh god, this one's gonna... They've definitely upped the movement speed of these zombies. They're very fast. They do tend to spawn pretty much directly in front of you. And just looking at my ammo, what have I got? 70... That's 78 bullets. It's not rendering properly on this higher resolution, but it's a lot. Can I get through here? Evan could hear a radio inside the room. He tried opening the door, but it was locked. Hello? Relax, I'm a police officer. Oh, I feel safer already. Not. Look, just open the door. No way. You see what those freaks did to Jerry? That. Please, open the door. Please. Whatever. And watch out for Dante. Who? You'll see soon enough. Ah, right. See, I know who Dante is. Because, well, I assume I know who Dante is. Just because I know where these zombies have come from. There was a DLC pack with various zombies and things, and some of it was inspired by other franchises, and Dante was kind of a huge monster inspired by Left 4 Dead. We're going to use the shotgun for Dante. Dante! Down in 3 hits. Oh no, no. Down but not out. And he's back up. Let me reload. Oh, he's slower. Okay, well I guess killing him spawned the next level. Cool. Evan figured the fastest and safest way to reach Grace would be the subway. Really? You're going to go underground during a zombie apocalypse? For a split second, Evan actually laughed to himself. You've always hated the subway. Oh, that went too quickly. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just thought that was a really dumb move. The bulb in Evan's flashlight began to flicker. Soon, the flickers happened nearly seconds after each other. Finally, the bulb died completely. Great. I could have done without that. Okay, so no flashlight in this level. Really? Yeah, I guess so. I've pressed F and nothing has happened. So yeah. Oh, there's a dog barking. That was another zombified creature from that DLC pack. It was a sort of a weird dog thing, like the body of a dog but the head of a man. And there's definitely something growling. Okay, well I'm not getting out here. I'm going to have to go down the tunnels. This is quite cool though, the subway environment. I suppose not strictly speaking accurate, coming up steps to get on a train, but yeah, never mind. It's really difficult to build stuff in FPSC that's on a kind of split level type thing. You pretty much just had to say, right, that is your floor, and then the next level up is kind of here. And to get something that's kind of in the middle, you had to kind of model that specifically. It's quite difficult. It's difficult to explain, but yeah, it's difficult to kind of build environments like that. It's really difficult with pavements as well, because you know you want to set your road as like the kind of the floor level, but then that means that the pavement has to be the same height as the road, which it isn't. Pavement is always slightly higher than the road, isn't it? Anyway, I'm rambling about the difficulties we used to have trying to create believable environments. Oh my god. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Well, as you hopefully just about saw before I just got stuck on them there for a second. Yeah, so body of a dog, head of a man, creepy. Oh my god. So that came from behind. I really wish I did have a flashlight here because really cannot see what I'm doing. And if I can't see what I'm doing, I can be sure that the stream, particularly once it's been compressed and uploaded to YouTube, is going to be really dark. Okay, so it is getting tougher now because A, I can't see what I'm doing, but also there are more zombies being spawned at once. I'm going to see if I can explain that whole, what I was saying earlier about different floor heights a little bit better. FPSC works on a grid-based system. You had a 40 by 40 by 20 grid, I think. So, yeah, you laid out your levels in segments, which are effectively, in fact, you can even see a square there. That's a segment. So what is that, like 8 feet by 8 feet, maybe? Or... you would lay out your floor, and then in order to go up a level, FPSC by default went up to here. So you lay in your next level of floor, it would come over across like this. And so that's great for when you're building little kind of alcoves like this. Not that you can really see it in this light. Or like here. But what do you do if you want to have like some ground, but then you only want to go up by a few centimeters to get a pavement or a platform or something like that? So yeah, quite difficult to do. So the cheat that, not cheat really, but the workaround that this developer has used is, okay, I'll make the track and the station the same level, and then I'll use these little kind of step entities just to kind of give you the height that you would have over the tracks to get on board a train. So, as I say, not strictly speaking how it would be in real life. Just see a dog there, see if I can... You know, the dogs take more ammo than the normal zombies do. But yeah, so anyway, that's a little insight into some of the difficulties that we faced, some of the limitations that we faced as developers back in the day. Obviously FPSC was designed to be simple, easy to use, but that came at a price. Thank you for playing the Trait 17 demo. If you have any questions, suggestions... Okay. Right, so, well, obviously it was a demo, so yeah, I guess we were never going to find Karen and Grace, but yeah, I'm interested to know if that game was ever actually finished, because I certainly haven't come across it anywhere, but yeah, that was pretty good actually. The world was quite nicely designed. There was some decent level design in there, good entity choice and entity placement. The lighting was pretty well done. A little bit dark, I have to say, but I mean, it's a horror game. You want it to be dark, right? So yeah, I don't get why the flashlight was kind of like given to me and then taken away. I would have just had that as a mechanic that you could use throughout. But I guess you could have done it a different way. You could have done it like you have to find batteries or something to keep it powered, and perhaps they get a bit more sparse. So there's a bit more of a resource management aspect in that. But that's not what they did, obviously. So never mind. The enemies were really easy to kill, and it only really got slightly challenging when there was more of them on screen and I couldn't see them because it was so dark in the level. But otherwise, yeah, fairly easy to just blast through that. Even Dante, poor old Dante, built like a tank, but yeah, he went down like a bitch. So yeah, bit of a shame on that. I liked the kind of comic book type sections of it. I didn't actually finish this thought while I was actually playing, but I started saying that I'm recording this just after having played Spiders, which was another kind of playable comic that was released, well, 2 years prior to this. And yeah, in a way, I found this one a bit more engaging because the comic sections were kind of peppered throughout. So it kind of gave me a reason to keep playing because I wanted to see what was going to happen next. Whereas in Spiders, it was all very much front loaded. You kind of had all the context at the beginning, and then that was it. You just kind of played the level. So possibly slightly better executed in this particular game. So that was Trait 17. Yeah, pretty good zombie game. We've played a few on this series so far, but this is probably one of the better ones out there. So if you want to check it out, I will put a link to the download in the description. And yeah, I do encourage you to have a go. And I should have a look to see if I can find whatever happened to Trait 17. Was it finished? Was it released? Will we ever find Karen and Grace? But yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, take care. See you soon. Bye.